Second win of the season, you obviously got your first goal in the night. Kind of what were your takeaways from the overall match?
Extremely positive. Anytime you can get 3 points at home. And building off last week, extremely positive. 2 good performances. And to start the year with 6 points, everyone's happy. And it puts us in a good standing going into next weekend. So excited, very happy.
It's been the second match now with a solid defensive performance. 1 shot on target in 2 matches. Yeah.
It's a great stat.
I was surprised too. So, I mean, what is it about your club's defense that is, I guess, clicking so early on?
I think we're extremely organized. I think we're very compact front to back. And I think you have 11 guys that are committed to doing a lot of work. So I don't think it's any one guy out there. I think if you look top to bottom, it's a lot of guys who are committed to defending and putting in a shift. And, you know, most of the time defense wins games, and you saw that tonight.
One could argue you could have had more goals last week when shots went off the post and other things of that nature. Tonight it was kind of a similar match to last week. So do you kind of thrive in those type of 1-goal matches like that, or would you prefer scoring? I mean, you would prefer scoring more than 1, obviously, but I mean, do these kind of matches kind of help you a little bit?
Every game's different, and it's so early in the season. I don't think there's any way to say whether something's good for us or not right now. But look, we have 6 points. We haven't been scored on, and we're scoring goals. That's a pretty good recipe.
It is. And lastly, you're going to be heading on the road now for 2 weeks. What is it are you looking for from your club to, 1, get those wins, and 2, kind of like you're hitting the road, so kind of different atmosphere and things like that?
Sure. I think if you look at our squad, we have a lot of experienced guys who have been around the league, been in other leagues. I don't think travel is going to be an issue for us. I think, if anything, it's a time for us to bond even further because we're away from home and we get to be together on the road and spend time together even more. So I think it's positive, and you know, it'll be a good test next weekend. We're excited. We've already talked about it in the locker room after this game. We're going into a place that's opening a new stadium, and we're all excited for that. And it's another opportunity for points. So.
Like, you were one of the leaders last year, and you know, this year I feel like, you know, you have guys out there like Amir and Jimmy who kind of help add that like physicality. What have you seen kind of from the newcomers this year so far?
I have nothing but positive things to say. They've come in and really added their own pieces to the group, which is what you want. You want guys with character that are going to come in, and I think a lot of the pieces that we add have a lot of experience too, so that really helps. But yeah, I think they've been great locker room guys. They've added to the group, and it's been a good first 2 weeks of the season. So we're just going to build on this, and it's one at a time, take it step by step. So.
And Luke, you know, tonight was a physical match. There were a few yellow cards, and you have a lot of guys down on the field just because of physical play. So how are you guys able to handle the physical play out there from Pittsburgh tonight? How do you feel like your team responded to that?
Yeah, I think well. I actually don't think it was more physical than any other USL game. I thought it was pretty typical to what you see. So I think there was guys that really were focused on competing, and I don't think the physicality was that much different than any other game. I think there was a couple of more cards, which may have seemed that it was more physical, but I think it was a pretty typical game.